Hey guys, it's Ethan Hill, your host, handsome and wealthy, guys. Now listen, guys, listen. This is gonna be an epic story time. I usually do not stand. If you guys watch my videos, I usually do not stand, but this is a video that I wanted to go ahead and slide this through for y'all, man. This is gonna be a lesson in itself, guys. And basically, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Now, the topic of this video is called the time that I almost got caught cheating on my girlfriend, right? All right, guys. Now, disclaimer. I'm gonna put the disclaimer. Do not try this at home. I repeat, do not try this with your girl because your tires could get slashed, your car could get broken into. The worst can happen if you do this. So this is always going to be a lesson here. But guys, I had a girlfriend when I was 19 and she was the age of 27, right? So I had a big old gap right there. She was 19 or I was 19 and she was 27, right? So basically the way, first of all, I'm going to set the scene on how I met this girl, right? I used to go to this local gym by my crib because I had a friend who was going to this gym. An old homeboy of mine was going to the gym. And so one day he told me about it and I decided to keep going through the gym. And, you know, I was getting in the routine and always going. And believe it or not, I actually did do a little internship over there. But yeah, I was going to the gym locally and that was where I did my workouts. And the class was great. You know, you had your your team workouts, you had ropes, you know what I mean? Bench press, squat, all that. Cool gym, right? And at one of these times, I was actually talking, we were doing a run or whatever. And you know how like when you're running and you're doing your thing and, you know, you're doing your sprints, like we had these sprints and stuff that we would do in the class. There was this one girl that just kind of caught my eye, right? And you know when guys, like, let's be honest, when you're meeting a girl, right? And y'all just kind of get this like vibe, like y'all just get this instant chemistry, right? Boom, boom, boom. You see the sparks flying, you just get like an instant attraction. So that's kind of what that was, right? So I started saucing her up. We started talking. We started, really getting to know each other. And that's when I found out, how she got into the gym and what she was on. And, you know, she was kind of everything that I liked. You know, she had a good build. She was working, in the office, in a medical office. Like she was, she had these goals, she had these dreams, she had these ambitions. Like she was, even though she was older, I think she saw the maturity. And see, guys, when you're dealing with women, you don't necessarily have to be an older dude to mess with an older chick. It's all about your maturity and what you want and what you're willing to do. So that's a tip right there for you guys. Save that, download that, put it on your phone. It's all about maturity and kind of what you want and just being straight up and honest. And at first, I actually did not want to enter a relationship the first time. I actually told her I wanted to be friends with benefits, right? And I think at first she was cool with that, but after the time passes, usually men, when you're dealing with women want more, and that's just something that you have to accept. And if that makes you a part where you're losing her, or maybe that, things tend to either you basically go through with it or you hop off, right? You either hop on the train station and you get to the destination, or you hop off and you let some more people come in, right? And take that role. But yeah, we started talking, started getting serious, started getting to know each other, and things were great, man. You know what? I was actually more of a tamer dude. I was actually more of a nice guy at this point. I was really romantic, really like more of a cuck, right? I was more so this guy that was just really, really a nice guy. Like, I cannot say it any more clear than that. But the funny thing about that situation in those months, in that time frame, was I actually started coming along AMS. And if you guys know AMS, dating coach, one of the OGs, I actually started coming across his video because I had seen something about my relationship that I wanted to change. So I basically started watching AMS. And let me tell you, man, when you start watching AMS, you start to, if you indulge in that shit, in that fucking red pill like crazy, you will be going crazy. You might completely go over the haywire, right, with this information. And guys, that's what I did. I went over the haywire. I started being just crazy arrogant, crazy as far as like talking to other women, just didn't give a fuck. I spoke my mind. It is what it is. I even asked my ex, which was my girlfriend at the time, if she wanted to do an open relationship. And that is really what triggered a lot of shit. And she got pissed off and she never wanted to hear that shit again, right? But guys, like, basically at this time too, I was working at this landscape company. You know, I was doing pretty decent. So I was working at this landscape company. And then while at the time, I picked up another part-time job. So I was doing two jobs at once. So I was doing a landscape company and then I was doing Carrabba's, right? And basically at the time I was doing Carrabba's, there was this girl that had just caught my eye too. And see, that's what I'm saying. When you're dealing with a chick and you're talking, you just catch a vibe. And I ended up basically going and talking to this girl, exchanging information, and I was gonna go to the fair, right? And basically we made plans to go to the fair. Boom, she came with me, got her in the car, we went to the fair and everything. And basically at this time, I was at the fair, we having a good old time, doing our thing, you know, sightseeing, getting food, going on a couple rides, doing that shit, right? And then my girlfriend is calling me, but my girlfriend at the time didn't know I was with this girl at the fair. So basically I had to pick up the phone, talk to her real quick, and then kind of exit the conversation because, you know, I'm with a chick, so I really can't, one, be on the phone too much, but then two, you know, make things weird. So at this time, this girl didn't know I had a girlfriend, right? But basically what happened was, I'm gonna skip forward to, she came over my place, she stayed the night, okay, blase, blase. The next morning, I didn't go to work, so I was like, man, I'm with this girl already, I'm not gonna like blow the chance or whatever, so let me just cool it with her. And at the time, this was my mindset. This was more of the beta cook, mangina mindset, but now, would I do it? Depends if I really fuck with the girl, but if not, if I don't really need it like that, hey. But it's kind of like, at the time I could have went in and we could have really like chilled later on, or she could have waited for me afterwards, I don't know. But anyways, so she's calling me my girlfriend because she hasn't reached me, she hasn't heard from me since the other night, really. So she's calling me. And at this point, I'm not picking up the phone. I'm not even like gonna even pick the phone or whatever. And then this is where things get interesting, guys. This is basically where the things get interesting. And guys, the reason why I'm going so fast, guys, is because I don't want y'all motherfuckers to lose interest in what I'm saying, guys. Y'all tend to have like a short attention span. And that's not anything bad from you guys. It's just TikTok and all this crap has made it really, really bad. So that's why I'm kind of speeding up the story. But anyways, so boom, right? So look here. So now she's calling me like 4 or 5 times, like within that an hour or two, just calling, because she probably thinks something really happened to me, which is a really good quality that you want to find. So basically, I wasn't picking up. So she comes to my crib, right? And mind you, this girl is with me in the room, right? She's with me in the room. Her car is outside. My car is outside. So I really would have thought, oh man, this is going to get crazy. Like, this is about to get out of line. You know what I mean? Out of whack. But believe it or not, she comes to my garage, right? And then she goes with that knock. She goes. And then I'm like, oh shit. So basically what I told the girl that I'm with, which happened to then eventually become my girlfriend, which is a crazy situation in itself. But she ended up having to go in the closet. I'm like, go in the closet just in case, because I don't want some shit happening, right, to her or anything. So basically, I go and step outside. I proceed to unlock the door. I proceed to open the door. And then we proceed to talk in the garage because I didn't want to talk in the house. I'd rather talk in the garage and everything be cordial at that point. But, we started talking. I was just like, hey, my phone wasn't there. I had to come up with some kind of lie, man. And the thing is, guys, you shouldn't do this. But I had to come up with a lie at the time because I could not tell her the truth at that point, right? Because if I did, shit would even get worse. But guys, after that situation happened, me and her talked, boom, boom, boom. We talked it out, and then she went about her way. And then I ended up actually telling this girl that, hey, I had a girlfriend, blase, blase. And then we kind of just proceeded at that point. And, long story short, I ended up breaking up with my ex at the time and getting with this girl. And then the rest is history. And by far, this girl that I tended to meet at my old job was actually the longest relationship at that point. The longest relationship, guys. So, guys, what can you take away from this story, guys? Well, number one, you definitely do not want to cheat, guys. And I know as men, we have this urge to want to sleep with as much women. If you're a masculine man with testosterone and you got balls, you want to sleep with a lot of women. That just is what it is. But you don't want to cheat, bro. If you want to cheat, it's best to just cut it short, right? Best to cut it short and not be in a relationship. Not be in a relationship in general. Be single. Have casual relationships. If you want to do shit like this and you want to have multiple women, you should not be looking to enter anything relationship-wise. So, guys, don't end up in this situation because this shit could have got real bad. But once you're smooth and you know how to handle shit kind of and you're not thrown off by screaming and yelling, guys, you can maybe work this shit out. But guys, man, dropping more videos. Hope you guys like this one. If you do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Remember, guys, I want to get 1,000 members in a young and handsome, wealthy, right? Handsome and wealthy, and get that free game academy for you guys. So if you guys did like this, like I said, share it. Share it with any of your homeboys that is going to be in a situation like this or is trying to get other women in a relationship. Share this video so they don't get caught up or they don't get in this situation. And guys, I'll see you on the next video. Ethan Hill, handsome and wealthy. We're out.